What up, guys? So today we are taking the Stalker into Ruthless, and I was really impressed with how many damage perks you get out of this weapon so early, and they are perfect for Sniper and Tactical, of course. Tactical has a great range of ranged damage perks. Seriously though, I do have the Team perk with the extra range damage, and you can also get extra range damage from gun strikes as well. So I am going in with the fencing chainsword. And Marked for Death definitely makes an appearance here as well. Marked for Death is really strong. Now, this is the beginning of this operation. This is Ruthless. We are getting kind of pinched by spore mines here at the moment. And then, yes, we also get a giant Tyranid mob right to my left here. Here's a good example of why Marked for Death is so powerful. I think, wait, it might not even be active here. Regardless, I did get some extra damage from the grenades there. I believe I have the perk for that. Though that mob just got absolutely shredded, I have to be honest. I threw the grenade and I hit like one shot with the Stalker, and we were able to take out most of the majors, which is nice. Because obviously the gun strike is still, you know, going to do a lot of work here. They really just jumped right up on me, so I wasn't able to get a good position for the Stalker here. And that's a gun strike, which is nice. I do have the Space Marine fashion going on with the Tactical here. And that is a Terminator spawn. That is a Terminator who is spamming rockets. I was going to take some shots right there, but, you know, the rockets are going to punish me really hard with the Stalker. Because, yes, I will be, like, essentially just standing in place, like what I'm doing right here. I kind of wanted to get more range so I can get more damage, but this is still a green Stalker rifle, and this is, again, Ruthless difficulty, so this weapon is definitely punching up a little bit. That said, it's still a really good weapon against these disc shamans. That Terminator went down pretty quickly. Luckily, we basically focused him right at the end. You have to take down the Terminators quickly because of those. That rocket spam can be seriously dangerous. And that's a Hellbrute. And that's a Hellbrute. And this is kind of a rough spawn, I gotta be honest. I have no ammo here. I went for the ammo there, but then he started charging up his weapons, and I was also getting attacked by the minor enemies here, so I wasn't able to get much room to the ammo box until right there. And yes, this disc shaman is very annoying. I figured I should do my best to take that out before I start with the Hellbrute. But the Hellbrute's already going after my teammates pretty aggressively, which is rough. Now, the teammates I have right here, it's a Sniper and a Vanguard. There's a reason why I didn't show their team perks, is because, yes, yes, the Sniper left, which is rough. This is Ruthless, and it is Operation number 3. It is pretty hard at higher difficulties because of chaos. But that said, I was actually really interested to see how the Stalker rifle basically measured up here, because right there we're getting some okay damage. I was able to get the recon right there, and this is a green weapon, and it's doing some chip damage basically. I pull out the bolt pistol there because the bolt pistol is a tad bit more leveled up than the Stalker. That is green, so wanted to make sure I got some use out of the recon, at least out of the rest of the recon there. Now, here's another downed teammate. We have the Hellbrute down at half. So we're basically guaranteed to take this guy out. I went for a pretty greedy parry right there. And we still have the bot sniper, so the bot sniper was able to get the res. And so here's the thing. This Vanguard is at 1 and they have Mortal Wound. And then they go down. They go down, they have a 2-minute respawn time, and then they left. So both of my teammates left on this Hellbrute fight, which is really rough because I'm out here with a green weapon, mind you. Oh my god, did you see that Vanguard bot just go down? That's rough. That is rough. But that said, I do get some very nice, I do get 2 very nice teammates that replace the guys who, you know, they just left way too early. I knew I could take down this Hellbrute because the Stalker here is just, I mean, we have the ammo box, right? But the Stalker here, I'm able to create a lot of space going up and down the stairs and such. Getting the parry right there. Going for some chainsword swings. I wanted to get the stomp to lower the Hellbrute's damage. But I was only able to get some chip damage there with the chainsword. But I have the recon, so I go for another recon. Bring back out the Stalker. As you can see, the damage right there, that is a green Stalker rifle. And then I just go right over to the bolt pistol to try to finish off the Hellbrute. Big parry right there, and then the melee to finish him off. That was a good Hellbrute fight. The Stalker is a good weapon, man. The fact that the Stalker was able to take out a ruthless Hellbrute is pretty insane. So yes, here we go. Now I have a heavy and a bulwark. We do have Bonds of Brotherhood and unyielding ceramite. That armor perk basically it says on the card that you have 25 seconds until your armor starts to recharge. It puts it down to 20. I think it has potential to be a good perk, to be honest. It's a little odd, right? Because you get your armor back, still like within the same time frame, to be honest, but you never know how that stacks up with other, you know, there's other weapon perks out there that allows your armor to be refilled a little bit faster as well. Big parry right there. I was able to get the gun strike, but they're still alive, which is rough. And that is a banner. Honestly, the little extra armor that I was able to get there was helpful. It was helpful because you never know with Chaos. Any banner is a good banner, is what I'm trying to say, basically. He could have not have played banner this entire operation, but hey, you know what? I'll take some armor. I'm not too sure. I wish it kind of showed you what other buffs the banner has. I'm not too sure if it does that. On the top left there, you can see some perks activate. It should show the bulwark effects that you also get. I'm not too sure if it does that, though. But still, check this out. Boop. That's Mark for Death right there. Mark for Death is very strong. It does a lot of heavy lifting in order to, you know, these green weapons, essentially I get a one-shot on a major or an extremist every 2 minutes. So even though this weapon is green, it can still have a very good impact. And not to mention the Stalker rifle just has good perks to begin with anyway. And yes, I was a little confused with what was happening here, but the Heavy just took out this Terminator, which was great. The Heavy is using a Melta, I believe. And they knew what they were doing with it, I'll tell you that much. Because, keep in mind that I took on an entire Hellbrute before the Heavy got into the game, okay? You know, that said, I still have a green weapon. I'm not going to stack as much damage as I would if this weapon was a little bit more, you know, leveled up. And yeah, here's a pretty weird situation. We're kind of surrounded, but honestly, I felt like the only thing I really should have done here was just take out the Disc Shaman, so I was trying to get some shots on the Disc Shaman there. But then they kind of just started floating around, and I figured I could take out this Major. I did have a stim there, which is nice. And I have no idea how I did a ground slam there. That is the attack you do when you like jump off a ledge and land an attack. I think the Vanguard like lifted me up and I was able to get like a slam attack down, which is interesting. But yes, we were able to get out of this sticky situation. Now, Ruthless Operation number 3. Ruthless Vox Libertas, or however you pronounce it. It's honestly still a pretty hard mission. I wouldn't say it's full-blown reliquary, but this is one of those missions that on lethal just take it just takes a difficulty jump. I've played this mission so many times, and lethal is always the difficulty that people just, you know, it's hard to wrap their head around how much you have to play as a team here. And I'm going to show you an example of why. I roll right in there because I have no idea why I rolled in there. I thought there was probably a Terminator or something to fight, and I really wanted to just throw hands. But that said, I jumped right in there and then immediately went to lethal damage. And now I'm corrupted. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on my screen right now. Luckily, those gun strikes are never fake. And yes, this is a close-range Stalker, which was rough. I should have just stayed in the hallway. I think I was just getting bored in that hallway. But yes, there's a Disc Shaman. I should definitely take that out with the Stalker. I'm pretty sure I could have hit them with the Recon here, and I would have been able to get the one-shot. But still, a nice gun strike gets the job done regardless. Almost jumped right into that rune, which would have been rough. And yeah, I'm definitely going to level up the Stalker because in moments like this, where I see the sorcerer, and I can get some nice shots on him from very far away, and not play sniper. I have a scan here. I definitely should be using it, but I'm not too sure how I'm supposed to like land the shot, so I didn't use the scan there. Even though I really should have just shot it, but like the thing is, I thought the scan wasn't going to hit. But still, that range is very nice to have. And this was relatively, you know, there wasn't too much fighting on this last part. Normally the last part for Operation 3 is very sweaty. But on Ruthless, they kind of just gave up, I feel. It started sweaty. We definitely had sweaty moments in this operation. But, you know, it was kind of early, which was weird. Here, as a team, we are able to get the last altar with no, like, pretty much no enemy interference here. And, yeah, just pop the stim. I still have a Guardian Relic as well. And, yes, this was a nice operation to basically get a little bit of a trial run with the Stalker rifle. Just a reminder, it is green, and this is Ruthless, so it is punching up a little bit. Basically, you can just go to Substantial with a white weapon on a maxed out character to get it to green instantly. But this was like the first time that I was actually like testing out the weapons kit and how it vibed with the Tacticals kit. And I think Tactical obviously has a lot of good perks for it. That said, this weapon is strong, dude. I've never seen a green weapon do as well. Also, I have an achievement there. This is on PC, so I'm not too sure what that achievement is. But yes, I was outdamaged by this heavy, but it's fine. I was still able to put up 10k damage. Not bad for a green weapon at all. I'm really looking forward to how it looks in Relic.